Okay, guys, let's turn to exercise 2 on page 86 now. Open your students' books. Page 86. Exercise 2. Let's have a look at the article there. Can you guys see it? What kind of article is that? That's a news report, right? And what do you think the news report is about? About a crime. What kind of crime? Mugging. Okay, great. So, look at the question there. Alec, would you please read out the question for us? Okay, do you guys understand the question? Okay, how would you answer it? Think. Why do you think people could think the crime was a joke? How is it possible? Okay, interesting. Yeah, it might be so. Right, so now let's read the article and find out why most people thought the crime was a joke. Okay, let's read it quietly. You've got 2 minutes here, and then we'll discuss it. Okay, time's up. How was the text? Easy to understand? Great, great. So, why did listeners think the crime was a joke? Yeah, because the reporter interviewed the criminal. That's right. And what happened next? He was mocked. That's right. That was almost too crazy to be true, but it was true actually in the text. Right. Good job, guys. Good job. So now let's look at the sentence that I wrote before. Do you remember that? So I used this sentence to report Katya's words at the beginning. Do you remember that? Yeah. Good. Let's read it. Katya said, and that's what I said, right? Katya said that the man was wearing a red hoodie. Right. But what did Katya actually say? Yeah, she said, and let's put a quotation mark here. She said, the man is wearing a red hoodie. Right, because she was describing a picture and she used the present continuous, right? Exactly. This is direct speech. Yeah. And what I said, Katya said, is reported speech, right? What tense did Katya use? She used the present continuous. And what did I use to tell you what Katya said? What did I use? The past continuous. Why did I do that? Yeah, since Katya said it in the past, I had to move one step back in time to report what she said, right? Exactly. Now let's have a look at exercise 3. Can you see the dialogue between the reporter and the man? Yes, you can? Great. Is this dialogue in reported speech or in direct speech? In direct speech, because that's what they were actually saying to each other, right? Exactly. Can you see the gaps there? Right. So in this task, we'll have to try to guess the verb form, the verb tense there. Katya, can you please read the first sentence for us? The first sentence from the reporter. Okay. What do you think the verb tense is? Present continuous. And the verb is I am doing. Yes, I am doing the report. Good job. Good guess. Now let's go through the sentences and try to guess the correct tense. Okay. Do you have any questions? Let's set the timer for 2 minutes and then we'll listen to them talk and check that. Okay. Nice work, guys. Thank you. Alec, can you please read the first sentence in the dialogue for us? Right. I'm doing the report. Yeah, great. So now let's look back at exercise 2, at the article in exercise 2. Can you guys see this reported in the article? That's right. He said he was doing the report. Let's underline it. Perfect. So now guys, work together and find all of these phrases from the dialogue in the text in exercise 2 and underline them. Okay? Awesome. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Right. So, can you see the pattern there? When we change the sentences from reported speech to direct speech, from direct speech to reported speech. Yeah, when we change the sentences from direct speech to reported speech, we often go one step back in time. Yeah? Right. Let's look at the grammar box there. In the grammar box, you've got two columns, direct speech, reported speech. In the direct speech column, you've got the tenses, the present continuous, the present simple, and the past simple. We already know what happens to the present continuous. It becomes the past continuous. What happens to the present simple? Exactly, it becomes the past simple. And what happens to the past simple? It becomes the past perfect, right? One step back in time. Now let's practice a few. I'll say a sentence and you will need to report what I just said using the reported speech rule here. And you can start with Dennis said, because my name is Dennis, you can start with this, right? Good. I work at the weekend, Katya. Reported. Yeah, Alec, I am watching an interesting series. That's right. Katya, I lost my wallet yesterday. Okay, great. Alec, I'm feeling good. Perfect. Let's write it down on the board. Dennis said that he was feeling good. Great. Why did you use? Okay, first of all, yeah. We can say Dennis said that he was feeling good, and we can also leave it out. Yeah. Dennis said that he was feeling good, or Dennis said he was feeling good. Both are correct. Good? Great. And Alec, why did you use he? Yeah, because it wasn't about you, it was about me, right? So we often change the pronoun, right? My original words were I am feeling good, and you changed the pronoun. You used he, which was correct. So we often change pronouns in reported speech. Let's read some other examples of that in the lookout box. Can you see them? Katya, can you please read the first example? Right. Alec, can you read the next one? Excellent. Now let's get back to my sentence. Dennis said, to Alec's sentence. Yeah, right. Dennis said that he was feeling good. And my original words were, I am feeling good. What if I said, I am feeling good now? Would it be the same? Would we use now in the reported speech sentence? No, why not? Because it wouldn't be now, would it? Right? Yeah. So we often change the reference to time and place when reporting someone's words. So now becomes, look at the lookout box. Here are the examples. Yeah. And now becomes at that moment. Right. At that moment. Let's go through the other examples then.